basketball on 2K. A look at the starting group for the Magic. Underneath, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. Here we go. Sliding in at the wing, we'll see Caldwell Pope and Wagner. And it's Suggs in at the 1. And for the 76ers, Kelly Oubre out there with George. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then there's Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the 2 guard. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. RJ, this could be a battle won in the trenches. Oh, my goodness, the slam!
And the leaping ability of Oubre Jr. When he gets inside, this guy is determined to finish.
At the teardrop. Banchero passes to Caldwell Pope. From deep. It's good from long range.
And the three-pointer, a big part of KCP's game. About half his shots come from out there.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Maxey, no good. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And he's got a nice fluid motion on his long-range shots. I think Banchero will be a consistent three-point shooter at the NBA level.
Now, here's Maxey. It's tipped. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. And then Carter with the jam.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And what about the evolution of Tyrese Maxey? Greg, according to him, he's just getting started.
Well, Kevin, I'd have to agree. I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill with James Harden leaving, but each year this guy has just gotten better. And not only has he matched Harden's production in Philadelphia, I think he's exceeded it.
Now, Maxey. After Jalen Suggs missed from long range.
Dialing it up from distance, Maxey with great confidence.
Carter kicks to Wagner. Suggs, screen on Oubre. Wagner wide open. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now here's Embiid. A 3-ball. Banchero grabs the board. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. It's a 3-point game. Oubre passes to Embiid. It's hauled in by the Magic. Banchero finds Wagner. There's the triple. That one's rebounded by Embiid. 76ers have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Back to George. Shoots the 3. Good on the 3-point shot. And it's all knotted up.
Quick decision right there from George, not giving the D any time to react.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Grimes with the bucket.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Suggs. Still without a basket. Oubre with the steal. It's tipped. And now the fast break. George with the ball. Kicks it out to Maxey. They set the pick. To the right side. Grimes passes to George. Shot clock at 6. 54 seconds left to play here in the first. And that one is off. Here's Caldwell Pope. Maxey with the block. Oubre finds George. Embiid with it. George sets a screen for Embiid. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Banchero, and finished off by Banchero.
And what a strong finish from Banchero. His guys love when he throws it down.
The 76ers with another miss. Suggs with the ball. Banchero outside. Up top, Wagner. Over Maxey. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. 76ers lead by 1. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the 76ers.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
George is out there with Embiid. Then there's Kelly Oubre. Then there's Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the shooting guard. That's the group for Philadelphia to start this second quarter. Here's Suggs. Banchero outside. Caldwell Pope kicks to Banchero. Nailed from three-point land. Banchero's got 8.
And this is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence.
Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Carter outside. Wagner outside. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Maxey, no good. Embiid with the steal. Over Suggs. That one is good from Joel Embiid. Embiid's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Acting fast, but also not rushing. Embiid fires off that pull-up J at his tempo.
And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Outside, George. Oubre for 3. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Orlando, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Back to Banchero. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got 6 rebounds in the game. With the league's 65-game rule, Joel Embiid might have trouble making another All-NBA team.
Yeah, he's only reached that 65-game mark twice in his career. But he's still a lock to make the Hall of Fame, Kevin, because of how dominant he is when he plays. And look, he's already got an MVP.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Paolo Banchero is not skipping steps. Magic superstar says it's like anything in life. It's a process. Having that perspective just makes you want to work every day because this is the best league in the world. If you become impatient, you're going to drive yourself crazy. It's a cliche, Kevin, but you just keep pounding away. Back to you.
Well said, David. Dedication to the craft. EA thanks. Here's the 3. Sinks the triple. George has got the lead up to 5 now for Philadelphia.
Calm and cool from distance. George really confident from beyond.
Banchero, that's good.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
George with a screen on Suggs. Pass to Grimes. That 3 off the mark. The Magic trail by 3. Here's Suggs. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Philadelphia's gotten half their shots from 3-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Embiid wide open. Off target from 3-point range. Suggs finds Caldwell Pope. Back to Suggs. And Suggs throws it down.
Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy also a terrific football player in high school.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
Banchero outside. The tray. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got his 8th rebound here tonight. George from deep three-point land. The 76ers again can't hit it. Banchero, a screen for Wagner. Out to Carter. Back to Banchero. Drills the three-pointer. Banchero's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And this is what everyone wants to see. Banchero is attacking without hesitation on the offensive end. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
The 76ers have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. And Lowry puts up a deep three. The long-distance three is buried. Lowry's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And he drives in. A nice shot by Black. And the Magic lead by 1.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Paolo Banchero getting it done for Orlando. He's been a major. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, Paolo Banchero, guys, has been exceptional.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Checking out the group for Jamal Mosley to start the second half. They've got Anthony. Jonathan Isaac is out there with Wagner. Then there's Black. And it's De Silva in at the 3. And Lowry puts up a deep 3. It's Lowry again missing.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the 3, but he just couldn't get it to go.
Here's Drummond. Here's Yabusele. No scoring in this one. Taken away. Here's Drummond. Orlando grabs the miss. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Sinks the three-pointer. Wagner's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. RJ, one league rule that has gotten a lot of attention. Carrying the basketball.
Oh, these guys carry the ball at a ridiculous rate. Even Allen Iverson used to do it, and then eventually he took it out of his game. But yeah, the referees could clean it up a little bit, I'll be honest.
Just 5 on the clock. Lowry's shot is good.
Oh, love the smooth shot from Lowry. Keeping it out of the defense's reach with the floater.
There's the drive, and he gets it to go. Black's got the lead up to 7 now for Orlando.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
Here's McCain. Rebounded by Isaac. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. They set the pick. Here's De Silva. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Orlando moving the ball around. Wagner outside. Here's De Silva. Scoreless thus far.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Here's De Silva. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Lowry passes to Drummond. High arc Long shot. That one goes. Count it. And there's a minute 45 left in the third. Knocked loose. Here we go. Lowry, nobody back. And it's Drummond with the jam.
And when he gets himself into the right position, Drummond so powerful in terms of finishing at the rim. The only way to prevent that alley-oop is to keep him from getting to the launching pad in the first place. Ooh, rising and punching it on the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get yourself on the highlight reel.
And Drummond kicks to Edwards. Back to Drummond. Shot clock at 5. Good. Drummond's got 6 points in the quarter. Orlando leading by 5. There's 48 seconds left here in the third quarter. Deep 2 from Wagner. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
To the paint. And now Orlando on the break. Isaac outside. Pass to Black. Here's De Silva. 6 on the shot clock. Wagner wide open. Finds himself wide open and drills it. And it's a 10-point Orlando lead.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
And so it's the Orlando Magic going into the break with. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime dropping ability.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. We've got Oubre, and Bede is out there with Paul George. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Wagner passes to Isaac. Pass to Black. Trying his luck from deep. Isaac misses. The 76ers trail by 10. Shot by Grimes. No good. Orlando's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. De Silva with the bucket.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. From the arc, it's the three-point bomb.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big-time mistake.
Suggs kicks to Wagner. Carter with a screen on Oubre. Wagner from long range.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Maxey on the wing. He's covered by Suggs. Inside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
And both free throws good for Paul George. Orlando leading by 8. Out to Carter. Tries a 3. Hits it from three-point range.
And when you call a play for Carter Jr., you really want to get him something in rhythm. Great execution there.
Embiid sets the pick for Maxey. Pass to Embiid. Back to Maxey. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
Orlando's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Caldwell Pope for 3. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got 11 rebounds in the game. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Wagner left side. And the three ball is good. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Magic.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And let's not forget how dominant they've been defensively. Great job of forcing some tough shots, often leading to blocks.
Orlando leading by 12. Banchero passes to Caldwell Pope. It's up a 3. Connects from three-point range.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
Pass to Suggs from past the arc. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
For 3.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Embiid with it, looking to end the run. And it's Suggs with the rebound.
Got to find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not going to get it.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Magic.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage, plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Paolo Banchero.
He was everywhere, defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
Carter with a screen on Maxey. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. 76ers have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. From deep three-point land, another 3 for Philadelphia. And Orlando has possession. They led by as many as 18 points. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Outside, Maxey. Jacks up a 3. Orlando grabs the miss. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Wagner from long range. Drills it from outside.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed?
matchup. Both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. All Jacksons in the post. Gigi at the 4, Triple J at the 5. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Moran and Bain. And it's Wells in at the 3. Now here's George. Outside Maxey. 4 on the clock. And George with the basket on the assist from Maxey.
Nice rhythm to that play right there, and George was ready to fire.
There's Jackson with the 3. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Embiid from outside. A rebound by Jackson. And so Moran will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. The 3 is up. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Yeah, Morant showing a bit of confidence knocking down that 3.
Now we'll go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse.
He said John Morant is so good and so entertaining that some guys on both teams just stand around and watch him. He told his players, if you let him get to the rim and do something spectacular, you're not only giving up points, you're energizing the guys around him. Coach wants to prevent the highlight reel kind of plays.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. And you watch Tyrese Maxey, Clark. He's so good at creating offense.
Yeah, he can get that thing rack to rack and downhill in a heartbeat, B.A. In the break and in the pick and roll, he puts tons of pressure on the defense because he's so quick. And he knows how to use angles, too. And he can shoot it from deep, so he's got the full package.
Now here's Maxey. Nice open look, but it's no good.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Launches it. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3. Clark, the Sixers have been at least 10 games over 500 for 7 straight seasons now.
Yeah, and that's great to see after, what was it called? The process that took them all the way to the very depths of the league to finally build themselves back into a consistent playoff team. And their fans certainly deserve good times for struggling through all of those bad times several years ago.
Memphis has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Jackson, the pass to Moran. And here's Jackson from deep. And another miss by Memphis. Maxey against Moran. Back to Maxey. Pass to Embiid. Launches a 3. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Defense will have to get out on Embiid. He's dangerous at all 3 levels.
Maxey finds Embiid. And it's blocked. He keeps control of the ball. Here's Jackson. Paul George pulls it in. Philadelphia has gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Embiid a screen on Jackson. George with it. Jackson in his pocket. George, no good.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Poke loose. Oubre with a steal. Oh, there's the alley. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Hey, get that pass anywhere near the rack. Embiid gonna stuff it.
Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
Ha, it doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Pass to Wells. Shot on the wing. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
Well, I think that pass caught him off guard, but he showed us board hands, too.
Philadelphia with the ball. They're on an 11-3 run. Here's Maxey. Basket's good. Maxey's got 5 now.
Maxey, an exciting player to watch. So unpredictably hard to guard.
Here's Moran. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Pass to Embiid. Takes a three. Memphis with a rebound. A chance at a 2-for-1.
You have to find ways to use the clock to your advantage. You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Jackson against Embiid. Jacks up a three. Gets the three ball to go. Give him 8 points now.
Well, you know, that's the kind of competitive spirit Embiid plays with. I mean, if you knock one down on him, he's looking for you the next trip down.
Jackson gets the bucket.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Here's Maxey. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
You know, Maxey finds all kinds of ways to score, and he knows only one speed. Flat out, all out.
The three from Bane. That shot off the mark. Joel Embiid. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the 76ers. 8 points in the quarter. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And not only that, you like how they're turning defense into offense, forcing turnovers and capitalizing.
On the court for the Grizzlies. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bane. All Jackson's in the post. GG at the 4, Triple J at the 5. And it's Wells in at the 3.
First team foul.
So it's Philadelphia now. For 3, Maxey. The rebound by Jackson.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Tipped. And now the Sixers on the break. Here's Maxey. And he lays it in off the breakaway. Maxey's got 9.
Terrific two-way play from Maxey.
Morant with it, picked up by Embiid. There's Jackson with the 3. It's hauled in by Oubre. Philadelphia's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Pass to Embiid. From the arc. And there's Oubre. That one's good on the assist by Embiid. Oubre's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. From deep, Morant. Oh, a bomb from Ja.
And tearing them to shreds tonight. You know, when a player as versatile as Morant starts going on, look out.
Now here's George. To the wing on the left. Here's Grimes, defended by Jackson. 3 on the clock. Pass to Embiid. There's the 3. And the 76ers another 3. Well, Grant, as you always say, in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, B.A. And in a 7-game series, defense is to sweep your set offense. If your stars can go mano-a-mano and create something out of nothing, that's often the best you can get.
Philadelphia leading by 5. Here's Grimes. Again, the Sixers score.
Always able to see the complete floor. Maxey, great vision.
Pass to Bane. This one for 3. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Maxey against Morant. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Maxey taking up that airspace, doing a nice job just bouncing off the floor there.
Here's Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Back to Morant. Pass to Wells. Jackson right side. Fires for 3. And another 3 for Memphis.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Here's Embiid. Back to Maxey. And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Just 5 on the clock. The shake. Again, the Sixers score.
Recognize that space given, and Maxey pulled up in the mid-range for the bucket.
Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant, here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout 4th year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
And they'll get another chance. And stolen by Jackson. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. And here's Morant outside. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
Yeah, we're seeing Morant get more and more comfortable operating off the ball.
George outside for 3. Sends it home from three-point land. George has got 9 points.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
The way Morant sets up his teammates is as good as any guard in this league.
Pass to Embiid. The floater. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. What a 22-23 season it was for Joel Embiid. Named MVP with the Sixers, Clark.
Yeah, and that was Philly's first MVP since the answer. Allen Iverson back in 2001. Embiid led the league in scoring at over 33 a game on 55% shooting from the floor. Remarkable. Nobody could stop him. He was virtually unguardable.
And it's a completely new group for the 76ers. Lowry left side. Pass to McCain. Let's go with a 3. Aldama grabs the board. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. "12 seconds left in the first half. And there's the screen. He nails it, and we're tied.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
They've got Andre Drummond, Kyle Lowry out there with Edwards. And it's McCain in at the 2. That's the group for Nick Nurse getting going here in the second half. Kennard for 3. No luck on that one. The Sixers leading. Stolen by Kennard. Tries to save it. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. Kennard outside.
76ers foul. McCain. That's his second personal foul. Second team foul.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
You have to avoid fouls like that. As a defender, challenge the three-point shooter, but run by him, not into him.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
Here's Yabusele. Fires the three. The rebound by Edey. Here's Aldama. Pass to Pippen. Takes the three. They get it back. Kennard for three. Drummond grabs the miss. The Sixers trailing. Launches it from deep. A nice shot by McCain. McCain's gotten himself on the board with a three there. We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's going to come down to the wire.
Pass to Edey. The 15-footer is good. And it's Lowry with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. Here's Drummond. Tries again. Memphis with a rebound. Kennard outside. Stevens buries it from three. Now it's a 3-point Grizzly lead.
Hey, you leave him open, he's going to make the defense pay for that level of disrespect.
Pass to McCain. The kick out to Edwards from behind the arc. Rebounded by Pippen. For Memphis, they've got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Here's Aldama. Lowry with a steal. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Outside Edwards. Now here's Lowry. The three. Philadelphia with another miss. Memphis leading by 3. Here's Aldama. And another three for Memphis.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
Here's Lowry. And that one's good.
Excellent play call that time by Lowry, breaking up the defense with the pick and roll to create a shot for himself.
Kennard for 3. Pass to Pippen. The 3. Kennard can't get it to go.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Lowry's a do-it-all point guard for sure. Passing, scoring, defense, he checks all the boxes.
And Kyle Lowry is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. 4th team foul.
A minute 29 left in the third. Kennard for 3. Sinks it from distance. Kennard's got 10 points.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Lowry, no good. Memphis leading by 4. Three-pointer. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
From outside the arc. Here's Drummond. And Drummond with the jam.
This is what Drummond is known for, fellas. I mean, assertive, aggressive, relentless, hard-working. He's just a dogged offensive rebound.
Stevens, the pass to Kennard. Driving inside, and the layup is good off the glass. Kennard's got 11 points in the quarter.
Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
Lowry, no good.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
And it's Edey missing. 76ers trail by 7. Edwards fires from way outside. That's good. And so Lowry with the assist. Lowry's got 3 assists now in this one. For Memphis, they've gone 6 of 13 to open up this second half. Kennard for 3. He buries it from 3. Kennard's got 14 points here in the second half.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the two-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. On the court for the Grizzlies. All Jacksons in the post. GG at the 4, Triple J at the 5. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Payne. And it's Wells in at the small forward position. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game. Some changes for Philadelphia. Here's Grimes. Going inside to the left wing. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bane. That's his first foul of the game.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
Those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Maxey, that's good.
Every time Maxey steps on the floor, you expect a big scoring night. Tyrese can explode offensively at any time.
Morant looking for an opening. Out to the right wing. Here's Wells. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. 76ers trail by 7. To the middle. Jackson against George. Memphis with a rebound. Jackson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Bane. Here's the 3. Joel Embiid with the board. Embiid's got his 4th rebound in this one. And here's Oubre from the arc. Memphis with a rebound. Outside Morant. Jackson outside. Good, and the setup by Morant. And the Grizzlies lead by 10.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Oubre with room to shoot, and he gets it to go from the high post.
Great pass by Maxey there. This guy really clever at finding ways to get his teammates involved.
And here's Morant outside. Paul George pulls down the board. The 76ers have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the 4th. 2 for 4 now.
A sloppy turnover. When you're not locked in, you pay the price.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Puts up a 3. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
You have to account for Jackson Jr. in the corner. I mean, he's an excellent three-point shooter.
For 3, Maxey. The rebound by Jackson. And here's Jackson. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. They lead by 11. Largest margin of the game. Embiid with a steal. Fires from deep. Oh, book it. Embiid, a triple.
And his perimeter shooting might be the key to trimming their deficit.
I don't think there's any question about it. I mean, as long as he keeps knocking them down, they might as well keep going back to the well. No reason to let it run dry. Keep firing that thing.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And Bane drops them both. 76ers trail by 10. For 3, Maxey. And the 76ers another 3.
With the speed at which Maxey plays, that pull-up is almost impossible to deal with.
Morant, the pass to Bane. Offline with a 3. Philadelphia has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the 4th quarter. It's George on the wing. Back to Maxey. And the bucket is good. And it's now only a 5-point Memphis lead.
No fear in Maxey, folks. This guy is ready for the big moment and welcomes the challenge.
Jackson outside. Good, and the setup by Morant. And the Grizzlies lead by 7.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Maxey passes to Embiid. Embiid a screen on Morant. Shot clock at 6. Here's Maxey. And it's in. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Tyrese Maxey with a big-time play down the stretch.
The ball's knocked loose. And now the Sixers on the break. Here's Grimes. And it's good. What a beautiful shot. Brings them within 3.
And this has been fun to watch. I mean, they've managed to go on a run just when it looked like this might be over.
And what a huge injection of energy they got here in crunch time. Suddenly, they're an offensive juggernaut.
Embiid passes to Grimes. Outside Oubre. 5 on the clock. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good. Pass to Jackson. And here's Bane. And an intentional foul right there.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
And so both free throws good. And it's a 5-point game.
Good composure from the line there. Those shots sealed.
For 3, Maxey. Oh, gets the 3 to fall. And so it's the Grizzlies who come out on top here. And this was an emotional win for them. No
And it seems like the key matchup tonight is down inside in the paint.
Oh, yeah, Kevin. Expect this one to be really physical. If either team backs down, they can just get run over tonight, but I don't expect that to happen. It's going to be a slugfest.
Ah, we love those kind of games. They're a lot of fun.
You aren't kidding.
Now, look at Memphis's starting group. Morant is the point, with Bane out on the wing. Wells is out there with Jackson, and it's Jackson in at the 5 spot. Now here's Jackson. Bane for 3. That one doesn't drop. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Pass to Carter. Back to Caldwell Pope. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet.
Yeah, defenses beware. You have to close out hard on KCP and disrupt his rhythm.
Jackson from long range buries the long-range jumper.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
It's good. Caldwell Pope's got 5 points so far.
And part of an overall effort for Kentavious going for higher percentage shots. That time working inside.
Now here's Morant. From deep three-point territory. It's hauled in by the Magic.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking them up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
And this is what you love about Carter. Sets great picks, and he's a monster rolling toward the cup.
Morant passes to Bane. Lets it go with the 3. And Ja Morant gets the 3.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Banchero, a screen on Morant. Suggs finds Banchero. Orlando moving the ball around. Caldwell Pope pass to Banchero. Clock at 6. Back to Caldwell Pope. Takes the 3. Rebounded by Jackson. Memphis has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Working his way from scout to head coach, Jamal Mosley was a longtime assistant under Rick Carlisle. He has paid his dues, Coach.
Yeah, and Kevin, I really admire the guys that put in the time, as you say, pay their dues and get themselves ready for when they get the opportunity. There's a lot of outstanding younger coaches in this league, and Jamal Mosley's as good as any of them.
Yep, I would agree. Suggs with the steal. The Magic have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. And he's good on the 3 ball.
Oh, confident shot by Suggs. He just goes right up and lets it fly.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Franz Wagner grew up in Germany, but he says one of the reasons that I went to college in the U.S. was to learn a different mentality. The game is played more competitively, and talking trash is welcome. I had it in me deep down, but that brought it out more. That combination of styles has helped him to this day. Kevin?
Great stuff, D.A. Thanks. And the Magic making a change here. Isaac's checked in. Banchero with the screen. Suggs kicks to Banchero. Just 5 to shoot. Banchero, a screen for Wagner. Back to Banchero. Pass to Wagner. For 3. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
Yeah, if you can hit that with regularity, it opens up the floor so much more.
And here is Bane following the 3 from Franz Wagner. Rell's wide open. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
Well, Morant's acrobatics often get the attention, but his passing is also elite.
Caldwell Pope against Spain. Caldwell Pope dishes to Suggs. For the three. Incontaneous Caldwell Pope with a three. Caldwell Pope's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Magic. Jackson passes to Jackson. And now Isaac running the floor all by himself.
And how about Isaac there making himself a big target? Tough to match up with him in these open floor situations.
And finished off by Morant.
Oh, the one-hand tomahawk, guys. Somebody's going to get their feelings hurt.
Yeah, they got the entire bench up right there as they saw that and out of their chairs. Here's Suggs. Kicks it out to Banchero.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
The Magic shooting their first free throws of the game.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
Both free throws good from Banchero. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Magic lead by 9. We've got more hoops coming your way in just... And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays.
In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. Wagner and Banchero are the forwards, and it's Isaac in at the 5. This is out there for Orlando.
Now, how about the handles from the young fella? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
The first overall pick, and Stan, we have seen this kid, 6'10" Paolo Banchero. How impressive have you assessed his passing skill?
Well, Kevin, it was the thing that surprised me most about him when he came in the NBA. I knew he could put the ball on the floor and attack the basket, get to the free throw line, but he is one of the best big playmakers in this league, making the game easier for all of his teammates.
Wow, what a great asset.
You aren't kidding.
Jackson, a screen on Suggs. Morant with another miss.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Morant with the steal. And here we go. Morant heading to the hoop. And Jackson gets it to go.
And that's how they're going to trim this lead. Play tough D, force some turnovers, and then push it in transition.
Banchero kicks to Isaac. Back to Banchero. Pass to Isaac. Stolen by Jackson. Jackson against Wagner. Fires for 3. Banchero grabs the board.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
No one near Suggs as he lets it go. Carries it from three-point range. Suggs has got the lead up to 12 now for the Magic. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Jackson drives in, launches it, and it's Morant. That time on the assist from Jackson. Morant's got 5 points in the quarter.
And you look at how ready Morant was for that. He was on his spot, feet planted, ready to fire.
Wagner outside. He takes it in and finished off by Wagner.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Morant kicks to Jackson. Pass to Jackson. Jackson setting the pick here for Jackson. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
You're right. What a performance. Hey, Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. So a new group on the floor for Orlando. 1:30 left to play here in the second quarter. 4 on the shot clock. It's Anthony with the drive, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. The Grizzlies trail by 9. The 3. Kennard's shot is off.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Black, defended by Aldama. Here's Carter. Back to Black. Wagner as screen on Williams. A nice shot by Black.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
That's a 2 from Kennard. Pass to Edey. Beyond the arc. Hands it from downtown. Edey's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
And it's Anthony with the jam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession.
Well, look, plays like that are exactly why they find themselves in such a deep hole.
Here's Black. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Kicks it out to Wagner. 5 on the clock. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, easy call.
For Orlando, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Both free throws good from Wagner. There's 10 seconds left in the first half. And the foul on Wendell Carter. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
That's a 2 from Kennard. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3. This is his first free throw of the game.
And last year, excellent at the free throw line. Just a shade under 90%.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in there. Got it! Oh, what a hit! That is such a tough shot.
Oh, beats the buzzer.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're measuring up the shot.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Contavious Caldwell-Pope really making a difference here.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Santi Aldama is out there with Edey. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then it's Vince Williams. And it's Pippen in at the 1. Kennard for 3. Trains the three-pointer. Kennard's got 5.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Here's Black, defended by Pippen. Carter looking around. Pass to Anthony. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and he'll go to the line. So, Stan, we have a second-generation player in front of us, and next to us is Dad, Cole Anthony. He has his dad's gift, don't you think, for passing the ball?
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot more scoring gift than his dad had. You know, And the thing I love about what Cole has done, though, I respect so much, is he's accepted that role coming off the bench, and he's been such a great weapon for that.
Magic leading by 9. Pass to De Silva. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. The shot's good from Kennard.
And you know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to DM.
Black kicks to Carter. Pass to Wagner. Carter sets the pick for Wagner. And here is Anthony. Kennard covering. And here's Carter. Here's De Silva. Oh, good on the triple. Aldama with the ball. Memphis moving that ball around. Here's Edey. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen. 5 points in the game.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Wagner on the wing. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And it's blocked. There's a screen. Carter outside. Pass to Black. Shoots over Pippen. A nice shot by Black. Black's got 5 now. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. 8-point game. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Williams for 3. Carter pulls it in. Orlando's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3-ball well. Back to Wagner. And he lays it straight in. And now it's a 10-point Magic lead.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway, the Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football. They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
Williams can't hit. Magic leading by 12. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. Off target from outside. From deep. Williams can't get it to go. Magic have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. And it's Vince Williams with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Banchero is screened for Caldwell Pope. Knocks down the 3-ball. He's got 13.
And Caldwell Pope pretty effective in that pick and roll.
Williams passes to Kennard. To end the run. They grab their own miss. Williams kicks to Kennard. 6 to shoot. Here's Pippen. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Out left to the wing. Here's Banchero. Wow, huge buzzer beater.
I did not think he was going to get that off in time.
He released it just in the nick of time. What a shot.
And here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, and if you have both guards dishing like that and putting up points, wow, a coach's dream.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. Magic leading by 9. Pass to Wagner. Wagner on the wing. Here's Wagner. 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 Here's In the backcourt for him, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. And it's Isaac in at the 5 down low. That's who's out there for Orlando. Suggs finds Wagner. And Stan, we seem to be in the midst of a big man renaissance in the NBA. And I personally love it. So that being said, which of these big stars do you like the most?
Well, that's a tough question because there's so much talent and they're all different. You've got Embiid, who is unstoppable offensively. You've got Wembanyama with his combination of size and length, skill and agility. You've got guys who can shoot the ball. But the guy that combines the most of those things that I would take, Nikola Jokic.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Banchero passes to Caldwell Pope. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Suggs kicks to Wagner. This one for 3. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Memphis moving it around. Jackson against Isaac. Pass to Wells. There's the pick. Jackson down low. He's defended by Wagner. Great defense that time from Banchero. They get it back. Kicks it out to Wagner. Here's Banchero. Morant with the steal. 4-on-3 break. Pass to Wells. Fires the 3. Traps in the tray.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Magic leading by 21. Suggs dishes to Caldwell Pope. The 3 ball. The Grizzlies pull it in.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Bain passes to Morant. Bain with the screen on Caldwell Pope. From downtown, and again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Wagner passes to Isaac. Lob pass to Wagner. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions. Don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Banchero kicks to Caldwell Pope. Shoots the 3.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Magic.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping.
Now, here's Morant for 3. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12. And so here's Orlando. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Caldwell Pope with a screen for Banchero. Banchero a screen on Jackson. And it's Wagner missing. And here are the Grizzlies with it. They're on a 13-5 run here. Suggs against Morant. From outside, off the mark. From deep three-point territory. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly.
get the benefit of having a deep roster.
Yeah, it's a luxury these days, honestly. Resting stars, truly trusting your second unit, all keys to a successful and well-rested squad.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. We've got Maxey. Joel Embiid is out there with George. Then there's Kelly Oubre, and it's Grimes in at the 2-guard spot. And Banchero gets it to go.
You know, I know some would like to see Banchero increase his shooting range, especially since he doesn't have a solid shot from behind the arc.
Embiid from outside. Caldwell Pope pulls it in. Here's Orlando. It's a 3-point game. George against Carter. Here's Caldwell Pope. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Padding the stat sheet, getting the board and the hoop all on one play.
Yep, he's earning his coach's appreciation. Suggs, the pass to Carter. Back to Suggs. Joel Embiid with the board. The 76ers have gone 1 for 3 so far. An MVP in this league, Richard, Joel Embiid. Is there any way to slow this guy down?
The answer, no, BA. There is no way to slow him down. He's got the unique ability of size, skill, athleticism. You name it, he's got it. Oh, what a dunk by Embiid. He's just doing big man things the way big man should.
Pass to Wagner. Suggs with a screen on Oubre. Wagner for 3. Philadelphia grabs the miss. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The Magic head coach and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Talking about Tyrese Maxey, he voiced how crucial it is to make sure that his defense doesn't allow him any breathing room. He told me, quote, Maxey can get hot in a hurry, so we can't afford to give him open looks. And with his speed, we definitely want to limit his opportunities in the open court. We'll see if the defense can slow his pace, guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. The 3 from Suggs. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now. Into the lane. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Whoa, there is the nasty streak that I like to see from Embiid. He wants to destroy you, and I love it when he's got that look in his eye.
Suggs, the pass to Banchero. Wagner with a screen on George. Here's Banchero. And no good. The dry spell continues.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Out to Oubre. Back to George. And the jam by George.
I like when Paul looks to score inside because he's more than capable of dunking it through.
From deep 3-point land. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. Caldwell Pope's got 5. We know how great Joel Embiid is, but he simply hasn't been as effective in the postseason.
Part of that is because of all the defensive attention he gets. We know things tighten up in the postseason and things become much more challenging. That's why he needs a better supporting cast.
And Wagner gets it to go.
And you can run offense through Banchero time and time again. I mean, he is a special talent.
Oubre passes to George. And that one is hammered home.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. Wagner with it. Oubre picks him up. Suggs outside. Back to Wagner. Pass to Suggs. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Wagner gets it to go on the assist from Suggs. 5 points in the game.
And he did that so well in college. Suggs sharing it well in the league, too.
The deep 3. Maxey, that's good. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Oh, stolen by Embiid. Back to Caldwell Pope. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
A good decision maker with the ball in his hands. Carter Jr. is a capable and willing distributor.
Kicks it to George. Embiid, a screen on Wagner. Here's George. And the basket is good.
Guys, just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Here's Suggs. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
They keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Magic out in front. They lead by 2. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for Orlando?
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
Yeah, we got to talk about how pestering they've been on defense, forcing turnovers and finding ways to score often.
Then Carroll and Carter Jr. make up the front court. The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell Pope, and it's Isaac in at the 3. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic.
Yeah, inside the paint, Isaac is a pro, using his size to get himself a high percentage look.
Pass to Grimes. Caldwell Pope pulls it in.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Beyond the arc. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got his 5th rebound in this one. Oh, Embiid with the flush.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. With an MVP trophy under his belt, Joel Embiid has only become more dominant, RJ.
I think that 2023 MVP increased his confidence. It allowed him to feel like he really was the best player in the world. And I think it motivated him to keep pushing himself. And the results speak for themselves because the stats, they back that up.
Then Carroll the screen. The 3 from Suggs. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Orlando making a switch here. Bataze's checked in. Suggs, a pass to Caldwell Pope. The 3 is up. And another 3 for Orlando.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Maxey surveys. Yep, count it. Maxey's got 8 points.
What an adjustment by Maxey. That will be available.
And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for the Magic. They lead by 4. Then Carroll the screen. Right wing. Pass to Bataze. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Suggs. There's the triple. That won't fall. He's just 2 of 5 in this one. George outside from deep 3-point land. No, he's made 3, missed 2 now. Magic leading by 4. Here's Bataze. Embiid covers. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Maxey attacking. It's rebounded by Banchero. The Magic have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. For 3, Caldwell Pope. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got rebound number 7 tonight. The teardrop, and the shot's good. He's got 10. Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
They get it again. Isaac, the pass to Suggs. Goes back up. Banchero no good.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
For three, Maxey. The long distance three is buried. And it's now only a 1-point Orlando lead. Orlando has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. There's 47 seconds left in the first half. Orlando again missing.
And sometimes on defense, you could just get lucky.
Pass to Grimes. The three is up. Rebound by the Magic. In transition, the Magic on the run. Caldwell Pope, the pass to Isaac. There's 21 seconds left in the first half of basketball.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
On the wing, Isaac. It'll count. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Magic out in front, up by 3. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Without question, Tyrese Maxey displaying all his skills today.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Andre Drummond. Edwards out there with Kyle Lowry. And it's McCain in a 2-guard. Both free throws good from Lowry. Orlando leading. Here's Black. Pass to Wagner. Tipped away. Lowry with a steal. For the lead. McCain shot is off.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Wagner outside. Puts up a deep 3. The rebound by Yabusele. Here's McCain. Inside. Lets it fly. And he misses the go-ahead basket. And the Magic shooting a nice 50% for the game. Shots good by Black.
What are you doing? You can't give a player like him that much space. Come on now.
Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Orlando has gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. Wagner outside. Wagner with a screen on Drummond. Down low. Wagner outside. Shot clock at 5. From outside the arc. The shot no good. The 76ers have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Shot is good by Edwards. A hard-fought matchup. 7 lead changes thus far.
And these teams have been sparring from the get-go. Neither able to land the knockout blow.
Out left to the wing. Wagner with a screen on Edwards. De Silva no good. The Sixers leading. Pass to McCain. And stolen by Anthony. Here's De Silva. Still no points. Man, showing some terrific range.
And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
Out to Lowry. Here's Yabusele. Back to Lowry. To the inside. Yabusele. Pass to McCain. Takes the 3. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here.
Excellent use of his physical gifts. Goes up strong and captures the board.
Drummond, high post. And he banks in the layup. And the 76ers lead by 3.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Here's Wagner. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Wagner outside. Wagner with a screen on Edwards. Wagner finds Wagner. The Magic need to put one up here. And Wagner gets it to go on the assist by Wagner. Wagner's got his first 2 points. Here in the second half, this game's still nip and tuck.
Just an insane amount of lead changes. The fans are getting their money's worth.
Here's Drummond. It's rebounded by Wagner. Orlando's gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. Now here's Anthony. He's closely guarded. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by Philadelphia. 32 seconds left in the third quarter. Lowry outside. Beyond the arc. Anthony grabs the board. The Magic have gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Out to the right wing. Here's Black. Fires from deep. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Magic out in front. They're up by 1. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big man in the league today than we've ever seen.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And it's a completely new group for the 76ers. The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell Pope. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. And it's Isaac in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Outside Maxey. Pass to George. Outside Oubre. Now here's Embiid. Stolen by Carter. Outside, Caldwell Pope. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul of the game. On the wing, Caldwell Pope. Maxey covering. Caldwell Pope's shot is off. The Sixers trailing. And that's an intentional foul.
First team foul.
George outside. Oubre against Banchero. Offensive board. The kick out to Maxey. George a screen on Suggs. And it's Maxey missing. Orlando's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Pulls up for 3. Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the 76ers.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
Yeah, another thing they did well, running the floor. They've kept the pace high and pulled away with their transition offense.
Just 5 on the clock. For 3, Caldwell Pope. Orlando again missing. For Philadelphia, they've gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the 4th. And Carroll against Maxey. George a screen on Isaac. Oubre passes to George. Oh, sweet move. And the jam by George.
And so often, he's the ball handler in screen and roll, but on that play, George sets a great pick and finishes with confidence.
And Suggs, here we go. Count it, and 1. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play. That's on Joel Embiid. The Magic making a switch here. Wagner's checked in. That's good from Suggs.
And what I like about Suggs is that he does many things well, and that's because he plays with so much confidence.
Maxey against Suggs. George scanning the floor. Oubre on the wing. Guarded by Banchero. Oubre can't hit. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. That's good from Suggs.
In a tight game, he is exactly who you wanted at the line.
The Magic shooting the rock well at 46%. Picked by Carter. Banchero outside. Outside Carter. Oh, trying his luck from deep. And another miss by Orlando. Philadelphia's gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this 4th quarter. Grimes' shot is off. Orlando has got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the 4th. 0 for 4. George against Suggs. Back to Wagner. For 3. Pure from 3-point range.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a 3-point shot now.
Maxey with a screen on Caldwell Pope. Grimes. The Sixers again can't hit.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
They get it back. Maxey passes to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down. That gives him a double-double in this one.
And no doubt the ball is going to go to Embiid there. Needing a bucket, and he gets it.
Caldwell Pope, the pass to Wagner. Caldwell Pope, a screen on Oubre. Suggs outside. Pass to Banchero. He shoots it. It's hauled in by Oubre. So it's all come down to this.
It's really that time where your leaders must step up. And talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play, coming through when it matters most.
And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic. It's a 1-point game. It's stolen. 2-second difference between shot and game clock.
And they do have a foul to give if needed.
And here are the Magic now. Suggs with it. Banchero outside. Back to Suggs. Banchero the screen. Suggs the pass to Banchero. And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. How do you think this is going to play out?
And this is what it's all about. This shot could win the game. Not much time left, but they have just enough to execute a play.
Number 21, Mo Wagner.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. All right, guys, how do you see him managing the next possession?
They've got one last chance to win it. It's got to be a catch and shoot off the inbounds play. They don't have time for a second pass.
It's stolen by Maxey. So a close game sees Philadelphia taking this one. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up for Allie LaFour.
right, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Look at the 76ers starting group. We've got Maxey, Joel Embiid out there with George. Then there's Kelly Oubre. And it's Grimes in at the 2 spot.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
And again, Philadelphia turns it over. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. The 3 from Morant. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
How about the handles from the young fellow? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
Embiid finds Maxey. Lets it go with the 3. Offensive rebound. Tries again. And Embiid finishes inside.
Well, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, you've got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
And the agility, the hops. Morant just explodes off the floor.
And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking. I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
Launches a 3. Jackson misses. The 76ers are gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. The shot by George, no good. Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Morant passes to Jackson. Off target with his 3. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. I was able to talk with the head coach of the Grizzlies for just a minute. When I asked him how hard it is to game plan for Paul George, he just chuckled. He said he's one of the hardest guys in the league to guard. I really challenged our team to make sure we're communicating whenever he has the ball. It will be, as always, a team-first approach to slowing down PG-13. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David. Oubre against Bain. Oubre can't get it to go.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And so far, just a great job forcing turnovers and creating opportunities in the open floor. The defense at the heart of that.
Now, here's Wells. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Bain kicks to Jackson. The 3 from Morant. Oubre pulls it in. The 76ers trail by 5. Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
Here's Morant. A kick out to Bain. No good from the wing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Grimes. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Memphis leading by 5. And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team.
Here's Morant. He's got 5. Hits the three-point bomb. Morant's got 8 points.
And look at Morant getting bold at the arc. When he's feeling it, you really have to watch him play.
And slam dunk by Maxey.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
There's 57 seconds left to play in the first quarter. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3. And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. They lead by 7.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Here's Grimes. Nothing on the board. In the corner, it's Oubre. Sinks the three-pointer.
A legitimate sniper from distance. Love seeing Oubre Jr. shoot it with such precision.
Now, here's Morant for 3. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got 4 rebounds in this game. And George, here we go. Here's Grimes, guarded by Bane. Shot by Grimes, no good. The 3 from Morant buries the long-range jumper. 11 points in the game.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for Memphis. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
Morant is the point, with Bane out on the wing. Wells is out there with G.G. Jackson. And it's Jackson in at the 5 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
You've got to get out on that. If you're the defender, Maxey is very capable from beyond the arc.
Here's Jackson. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got his 5th rebound in this one. George, no good. Memphis has gotten a 3-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. And Jackson gets it to go.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
The shot by George, wide open. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Morant outside. There's the triple. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got his 6th rebound on the night. Grimes passes to George. Maxey against Morant. The 3 from George. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
Seems effortless for George, that quick release of his.
Maxey against Morant. There's Jackson with the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Jackson's got 6.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's George. It's rebounded by Memphis. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. The 3. And Bane, the bucket on the assist by Morant. And now it's an 8-point Grizzly lead. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, you know, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Love the fact that Paul George expends great energy at both ends of the floor. He's a rangy defender who's extremely disruptive.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Memphis lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Maxey.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively. Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
The Grizzlies with another miss.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Embiid, that is a 7-footer, folks. Wow.
And, you know, if you're the defense, you live with that from Embiid. He has range, but that was an absolute bomb he just dropped off.
Jackson, a screen on Oubre. And Jackson gets it to go.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Outside, Maxey. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. And the layup is good.
So tough trying to knock Maxey off balance, off stride. He's outstanding at playing through contact.
Pass to Morant. Beyond the arc. Offensive rebound. Outside for Jackson. And it's sent back by George.
Timed it beautifully, and George able to send it back with authority.
And that one's good. Maxey.
Excellent, excellent transition passing there, guys. Straight to the hoop.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Wells. The kick out to Bain. Maxey with it. He's picked up by Morant. Now here's Embiid. Back to Maxey. Count it. And he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
Tyrese Maxey, a really talented and explosive scorer. He can fill it up in a hurry.
The Grizzlies with another miss. Puts up a 3. It doesn't go for him. 1 second left. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
What was really impressive there, though, guys, was that he could have rushed it and panicked, and yet he kept his cool and splashed it.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. 76ers ahead, ending the second quarter on a 15-4 run. Live from the second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Tyrese Maxey in this one, guys. He has been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, Yabusele out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's Lowry. Then there's Edwards. And it's McCain in at the shooting guard.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Now, here's Lowry. Over to the left wing. Here's Yabusele. A three-pointer, no good. Memphis trailing here. Here's Aldama. Count the basket and the foul. Kyle Lowry picks one up there.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
A shot by Lowry. Wide open. It's good from long range. Lowry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Can't let Lowry get comfortable from beyond the arc because he's more than capable of hurting you from there.
Aldama tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to McCain. Here's Yabusele. Outside Lowry. Clock at 4. Edwards looking it over. No good on the 3. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Kennard for 3. It's rebounded by Kyle Lowry.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Out to the right wing. Yabusele kicks to Lowry. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. First trip to the line for him here. And the first one drops.
At the line for the 76ers.
Good on both. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Kennard for 3. And they get it back. Philadelphia leading by 4. Pass to Yabusele. And that one is hammered home.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
76ers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Lowry against Pippen. Lowry passes to Edwards. Lowry setting the pick for Edwards. And the 3 off target. Memphis has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. That's a 2 from Kennard. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. Kennard's got 5 points now in the quarter. It's a close game here in Memphis. Lowry feeling it out a bit. And a miss there on the triple. The Grizzlies shooting the ball at 42%. It's Pippen with the drive. And Aldama has it in the corner. Hits it from three-point range. And it's now only a 1-76ers lead.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Kept alive. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Hey, if you don't box out Drummond, this happens. He's an exceptional offensive rebounder who can hurt you big time with the putbacks.
Kennard finds Williams. And it's slammed in by Williams.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Right side Lowry. Drummond with it. Aldama's there. And Drummond throws it down.
You know, Drummond always looks like he's trying to tear the basket down when he dunks.
And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
35 seconds left to play in the third. For the tie. And that's good. Luke Kennard for 3. Kennard's got the game tied up here for the Grizzlies.
Just straight tricking the defender with the shot fake. This is how it's done.
There's 18 seconds left in the third.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
16 seconds left to play here in the third. Drummond with a screen on Pippen. Lowry from deep three-point land. Here's Drummond. Close it up off the glass. Drummond's got 6 in the quarter.
You've got to be aware of him at all times. He's a bully on the backboards.
Here's Aldama. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. 76ers lead by 2. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Morant is the point, with Bane out on the wing. Wells is out there with Jaren Jackson, and it's Jackson in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Jackson a screen on Maxey. Jackson in the corner. Outside Jackson. Jackson setting the pick here for Jackson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Now here's George. He's guarded closely. Oubre kicks to George. Pass to Maxey. Shot clock at 6. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson with it. Maxey covering. This one for 3. And Jaren Jackson good for 3.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Wells dishes to Morant. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Maxey.
High effort play by Morant. He refuses to let the foul stop him from getting the shot up.
Both free throws good from Morant. The 76ers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. At the top of the key, Embiid. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Poked away. And that'll be Memphis as it goes out of bounds. Grizzlies retain possession. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Morant passes to Jackson. Back to Morant. Jackson, a screen on Maxey. Here's Morant. Pass to Jackson. Just 4 to shoot. And another miss by Memphis.
The defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
Embiid with it. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Embiid with a screen on Morant. Out to the right wing. And there's Embiid. That's good on the assist by Maxey. And the 76ers lead by 3. Maxey against Morant. Wells sets the pick for Morant. Wells passes to Morant. Lets the 3 fly. Maxey grabs the miss.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Shot by Grimes. No good. And for the Grizzlies, they're shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Got that one up quick. Jackson's got it all tied up now for the Grizzlies.
You can see right now the defense running out of ideas. They cannot seem to slow him down.
This is a scoring clinic 101 style. I mean, he has really got it going right now.
Embiid against Jackson. Oh, Embiid too tough inside.
You like Embiid's confidence and willingness to step up in the big moment.
Morant kicks to Wells. A kick out to Bain. Pass to Morant. Plays it up and banks it in. 15 points for Ja Morant.
A true leader. You can tell Morant takes pride in stepping up when it matters most.
Here's Maxey. Drops in the layup for 2.
Tyrese Maxey with a big-time play down the stretch.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Trailing by 2. It's money from deep.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Morant against Maxey. Count it.
Well, Paul George has been sensational.
And here are the Grizzlies now. Yes!
A huge shot from Morant. Wow. You see why they put the ball in his hands in those situations.
Here's Maxey. Got it.
No fear in Maxey, folks. This guy is ready for the big moment and welcomes the challenge.
Morant against Maxey. High post, Jackson. Pass to Wells. Over to the wing. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That'll be his second foul of the game. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Morant against George. Shot clock at 5. And they commit an intentional foul. It's another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making them.
And he is unable to get the second one. The Grizzlies call timeout. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw up.
Substitution for your Grizzlies.
Now Kennard for the tie. Go!
Out at the buzzer! Gets the big-time shot to fall, folks, and now we're headed to...
And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. They've got Paul George. He's out there with Oubre. Tyrese Maxey out there with Joel Embiid. And it's Grimes in at the two-guard position. Embiid with the screen on Kennard. Oubre for three. And he's good on the three ball. Oubre's got the first basket here in overtime for Philadelphia. Morant surveying the D. Pass to Edey. Now Kennard. Jackson with it. Here's Edey. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Edey's got the game tied up here for the Grizzlies.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
A deep three from Bane. Rebound by the 76ers. George has got his fourth rebound in this one. Here's Oubre. Back to Embiid from the arc. The three, good for Embiid.
He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
To the inside, Edey. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
And here's Maxey. Driving to the basket. And Bane pulls it down. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from three-point range since the end of regulation. That gives them the lead. Huge shot there, and the crowd knows it.
Yeah, you gotta love hearing a crowd get this fired up.
Here's Embiid slashing inside, and the dunk by Embiid.
An almost unfair amount of power. Nobody getting in Embiid's way on that drive.
Morant passes to Kennard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth from that foul. Stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. Wells comes in for Jackson.
Yeah, that's a big miss right there. Now only a 1-point lead.
Outside, Maxey. Oubre outside. His three-pointers off the mark. Here's Wells. Pass to Jackson. Morant kicks to Jackson. Offline with his three. Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
Maxey passes to George. To the middle. Deflects the pass. Oubre finds George. 5 to shoot. Back to Oubre. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. Count it!
And that bucket was absolutely huge. A defensive stop now may just seal the deal.
Here's Morant. Pass to Jackson. Good!
You know, I don't think it's ever too late to make a sweet dime. I mean, even if you're halfway through your shot, you might find a better one for a teammate.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. But given the scenario here, how do you approach this next possession?
They've got just enough time for a catch and shoot, but it has to be quick.
So a close game sees Memphis take this one. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together. Much appreciated, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
like to get into the half-court stand. They like to play at their pace.
Yeah, and there's not many teams like that anymore. But it's all about the details and execution for these teams to maximize their possessions.
So a look at our starters for Orlando. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell Pope, and it's Wagner in at the 3. Now here's Caldwell Pope, just 4 to shoot. Wagner, he's open. And off target. He starts the game 0 for 1. Here's Wells, and he dunks it down.
Among the best passers in the league, Morant finds open teammates.
And the Magic with possession. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with the head coach of the Grizzlies. I asked him how he plans to slow down Paolo Banchero, and coach told me, look, he's an all-star, so you've got to guard him with your whole team. He's big, he's strong, he can punish you down low, but he's also quick and has the ability to beat you on the perimeter. We'll have to be disciplined tonight, B.A.
Allie, thank you. And it's Morant missing.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Stan, certain NBA teams take on the identity of their home. Like the Grizzlies, for example. They call Memphis Grind City.
Well, Brian, I think it's a perfect fit. Hard-working people in a hard-working city, and they want a hard-working team.
Jackson for 3. Counted from distance.
That jumper is pure. Jackson with great touch for a big man. Set him up, let him knock him down.
Suggs finds Caldwell Pope. Outside Carter. Pass to Wagner. Picked by Carter. The 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Jackson finds some space, gets an open look, and hits it. Jackson's got 5 now.
What a rare combination of size and skill. Triple J is a coveted player.
And Carroll with a screen on Morant. Suggs, no good.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
The Magic have gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Caldwell Pope for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And the foul called on Jalen Suggs. That's his first foul. Isaac, he's checked in for Carter. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes play. Orlando trailing here. Wagner with a screen. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on G.G. Jackson. That's his first foul.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Suggs with it. Banchero the screen. 5 to shoot from behind the arc. Cleared away by Wells.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
How about Paolo Banchero, coach? What a special talent. The first overall pick back in 2022, and then the Rookie of the Year.
Well, Brian, he's not just a scorer. He's a 6'10" playmaker, and getting that out of someone who plays on the front line and can also play as a small ball 5, Banchero's versatility makes him very valuable.
Now here's Banchero. Second chance shot. Back to Suggs. Fires the 3. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Yeah, good to see Suggs bury the triple. This will only help with his confidence.
Moran against Suggs. Pass to Jackson. Here's Bane. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Isaac. Wagner outside. And here's Isaac. 1 minute left in the first. Wagner on the wing, guarded by Bane, and Wagner gets it to go.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
And here's Morant outside, and the three-pointer goes.
Yeah, the quickness of Morant makes him tough to cover. He's able to pull up on a moment's notice.
Outside, Caldwell Pope. And another three for Orlando.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 5. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Suggs. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
And I like the shot selection. Suggs recognizes when to look to score inside.
Morant against Suggs. Back to Morant. Jackson outside. Launches it. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got 3 assists in the game.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
It's been all about Jaren Jackson for Memphis. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Grizzlies?
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bane. Then it's Jaren Jackson, then it's Jackson, and it's Wells in at power forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Stan, you're a longtime coach in the NBA, one of the most demanding jobs on the planet. Just how much is required time-wise from an NBA coach?
Well, it's a lot of time. I mean, it's all day, every day, 7 days a week in season. But look, let's put it in perspective. It's not like we're out there running a jacket.
Now that's a visual I'd like to see from you, Coach. Right side, Morant. And Morant laces the triple.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Here's Suggs. Oh, they get a hand on it. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now from deep. Bane. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Bane's got 6 points.
Well, he saw the defender back, and he got the look he liked from 3 and capitalized.
Suggs with the bucket.
And not wasting any time here. Suggs is quick on the draw off the catch.
Coach, you look at someone like Jalen Suggs. Man, has he improved his shot.
Yeah, Brian, I think you've always loved the effort that he brings at the defensive end of the floor. But now he's a much more efficient shooter, much more decisive, and really understands his role.
And it's Morant with the ball for the Grizzlies. Ja slices through. Count it. Give him 8 points now.
And that's Morant for you. Not suddenly. When he sees the opening, he goes for it.
Here's Suggs. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Here's Morant. Great D that time from Suggs.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Isaac with a screen on Bane. For 3, Caldwell Pope drains the triple. And the Magic lead by 2. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
The 3 from Bane. Orlando with a rebound.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Here's Banchero. And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Seems like every team in the league could use a player like Contavious Caldwell-Pope.
Yeah, Brian, look, the term 3 and D at times seems like a backhanded compliment, but not with KCP. He does both the 3 and the D at elite levels.
Always takes the toughest backcourt assignment and more than holds down his own. A line change here for Memphis. Out to Anthony. Pass to De Silva. 6 to shoot. Fires for 3. He drops it from range. De Silva's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Kennard for 3. Offensive rebound. Edie. And he jams it home with authority.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
Here's Black. Kennard with the rebound. A minute 6 left in the second. Pass to Pippen. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Here's Aldama. Three-pointer, no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Wagner for 3. Aldama with it, and Anthony picks him up defensively. Kennard for 3. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
There's 25 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Williams from long range knocks down the triple. Williams has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Orlando's gotten 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. Here's Black. He's scoreless. Pass to De Silva. Here's Carter. No good on the buzzer beater. So the clock runs out with the score tied going into the half. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Without question, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope displaying his skills today.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Here's who Jamal Mosley is starting the second half with. They've got Anthony. Wagner is out there with Wendell Carter. And it's De Silva in at the 3.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
Pass to Aldama. Back to Kennard. 6 on the shot clock. No good on the triple. Orlando trailing here. Here's Black. Wagner, the pass to Black. Back to Wagner from the arc. Grizzlies with the rebound. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
On defense, the Magic. Here's Aldama. Three-pointer off the mark. Here's Black. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Neither team has been able to assert its dominance over the other.
Yeah, the struggle is real tonight. 7 lead changes and still in the third quarter.
Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Stan, you've coached so many rookies over the years. What are some key things you'd like to see from a player coming into the league?
Well, look, you've got to have the guy, Brian, that's ready to compete at that level and has to bring that every night. From there, it's just all about learning. There's going to be mistakes, but you want guys who can learn and improve at a consistent rate.
Is it true that defense is the fastest way into the coach's heart?
Well, it's certainly a way to gain confidence, that's for sure.
Pass to Edie, all alone. It's hauled in by Black. Orlando has gone 7 of 13 from downtown so far in this game.
Ooh, just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Until they foul intentionally. So Orlando ends up going with a new group.
Third team foul. Substitution on the court.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Williams from long range, on target from range. Williams has got his second basket on the night. And now we've got an intentional foul. A line change here for Memphis.
First personal foul. First team foul.
The Magic have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Moran against Suggs. Pass to Isaac. Suggs with a screen on Jackson. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Up top, Moran. He's covered by Suggs. Back to Moran. Takes a 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Morant's got 11 points.
Yeah, Morant showing a bit of confidence knocking down that 3.
You know, Coach, when you watch Ja Morant play, it's hard to think of anyone else as explosive as he is.
Yeah, Brian, he can make a defender look like he's standing still. The burst that Morant has with his first step is unrivaled. Probably the best burst in the entire league.
Truly is a human highlight reel in this modern day. And Caro no good. And it's Morant with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. The lead is 2. Pass to Jackson. Jackson with a screen on Isaac. Jackson outside. Shot clock at 6. Shot is up. And there's Bain. That one's good. The assist from Jackson.
Well, we've all had those as coaches. That's a no, 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 yes type of shot.
Suggs, the pass to Wagner. Inside. Can they get it? And the dunk by Isaac.
And that was a big man play by Isaac, going in with intention and dunking it.
And here's Morant outside. It's rebounded by Wagner. The Magic have gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. Down low. Using his size, Caro gets by inside.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Jackson with a screen on Suggs. Morant, the pass to Bain. Baseline jumper. Excellent D there from Caldwell Pope. Orlando has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Suggs, the pass to Caro. Caldwell Pope with it. Suggs surveys the D. Puts it up. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. From deep, Bain. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good!
A huge 3 allows them to snatch the lead heading into the final quarter.
That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Memphis ahead, up 3. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. 3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Moran and Bain. Then it's G.G. Jackson. Then it's Jackson. And it's Wells in at the 4. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. It's going to be Isaac shooting. Jaren Jackson picks one up. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Grizzlies?
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
Well, another area they've been productive is off of turnovers, scoring many times after forcing the ball out of their opponent's hands.
From deep, Payne. Orlando with the rebound. Isaac's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Now here's Suggs. And Carroll passes to Caldwell Pope. Here's Suggs. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, once Suggs gets hot, he's not easy to stop, especially when he's getting whatever shot he wants.
Here's Morant. There's the drive. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that, puts so much pressure on the defense.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Memphis making a switch here. Kennard's checked in. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Jamal Mosley was just reviewing the plan with his team. Coach was blunt with his assessment. He said to throw out everything that happened until now. It is a brand new game, and it's only a few minutes. Leave it out on the floor. Back to you guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. And Kentavious Caldwell-Pope picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Jackson on the wing. Isaac covering. Timeout, Grizzlies. About a minute and a half into the fourth now. Jackson on the wing. Here's the pick. 4-3. Yes, sir. Ja can throw it down.
And tearing them to shreds tonight. You know, when a player as versatile as Morant starts going on, look out.
Suggs with it. Jackson in his pocket. Good.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
Here's Morant. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Kennard against Caldwell-Pope. And Kennard with the three.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Wagner for three. It's rebounded by Memphis. And Kentavious Caldwell-Pope picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that puts them just one foul from the bonus.
Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Confident drive from Morant.
Because of his ability to elevate and make adjustments in air, Morant has no trouble scoring inside.
Morant against Suggs. Kicks it out to Wagner. 6 to shoot. Pass to Banchero. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Oh, no holding back from Banchero. He wants this team to be able to rely on him in these type of moments.
Morant against Suggs. Morant, the pass to Wells. Now here's Kennard. Jackson with a screen on Caldwell-Pope. Kennard for three. It's hauled in by Isaac. Isaac's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. The three ball. And Caldwell-Pope gets it to go. And now a three-point Magic lead.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Pass to Jackson. There's a minute 26 left in the final quarter. It's stolen by Isaac. And here's Suggs. Isaac outside. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Suggs against Moran. To the paint. Here's Isaac.
And how about the defense from Jackson Jr.? Doing just about whatever he can to make shooters uncomfortable.
Now Caldwell Pope. Oh, it's stolen. Jackson with it. Now guarded by Isaac. Outside for Moran. Oh, wow! A huge basket to tie the game!
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Jackson with a screen on Caldwell Pope. Orlando with the ball, and now they decide to foul intentionally.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a three-point lead. And so he drops them both, and it's a four-point ball game.
A very successful visit to the line for him. Now this is a two-possession game.
Kennard for three. Oh, he nails it! Oh, what a sensational bucket! That brings him within one. And they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
He gets the first, and that'll put him up two. And he's unable to get the second one. And they go to the intentional foul.
I can't believe that took so long. They needed to foul much sooner.
Good on the first. And that makes it a three-point lead. And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. He goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a four-point ball game.
Great composure there. Calmly knocks them down to put this game out of reach.
And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point. So the first one drops, and that puts him up 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game. Morant with it. And so Orlando takes the win. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really